and welcome back to History Videos for Kids. Today we are going to be talking about the British East India Company. The last Mughal emperor of India, Aurangzeb, wanted to have Islamic laws rule over India. He destroyed the temples of the Hindus. This caused quite a bit of fighting between the Hindus and the Muslims. The emperor wanted to stamp out Hinduism. This was the first of the emperor's many mistakes. He spent a large portion of his reign trying to conquer the southern lands of India, while failing to rule his own kingdom in the northern parts. His last and perhaps most dreadful mistake was allowing the English to build a trading post. When Aurangzeb was nearing his death, he said that he regretted his failed leadership over his people and empire. As soon as he died, his 3 sons claimed the throne. The oldest of the 3 sons had waited for about 6 decades. He was not going to let his younger brothers take the throne away from him, so he killed his brothers. He tried to fix some of the things his father had ruined, but he died only 5 years after he claimed the throne. The next emperors only went downhill from there, making India's empire weaker and weaker. After the English had built their first trading port, they continued to build more and more. One day, as the emperor was walking along, he noticed that they were building a fort. He was worried that they would try to overthrow him, so he asked the French to help him capture them. He succeeded in capturing them, and he forced a lot of people into a very tiny prison. There were so many people in that cell that no one could sit. About 100 or so people died because of suffocation. The English were outraged, so they went to India and conquered them, thus leading to one of the most powerful companies of all. It was so large that they made their own country. Here is the company's flag. The British East India Company became the leading company for shipping cotton, silk, and indigo dye. Blue dye used to be a very rare thing. Now it is used in many things, including the jeans that you are now wearing. They also shipped salt, spices, tea, and opium. Before the British East India Company existed, British explorers hunted ships. The biggest ship they captured was the Madre de Deus by Sir Walter Raleigh and the Earl of Cumberland. The Madre de Deus was the largest vessel seen in England. There was so much cargo. There were chests filled with jewels, pearls, gold and silver coins, ambergris, which is used for perfume, cloth, tapestries, pepper, and much more. Because there were so many things, the British decided it would be lucrative to start a company in India. One time, a pirate named Henry Every joined forces with some other pirate captains, and they set out to attack the British East India Company's fleet, which was carrying loads and loads of riches. The pirates succeeded, and the first manhunt took place in order to find Henry. Parliament declared the pirates enemies of the human race. The East India Company was one of the most powerful and enduring organizations in history, and had a long and lasting impact on the Indian subcontinent, with both positive and harmful effects. Well, that wraps up our presentation on the British East India Company. We hope you enjoyed this skit. See you next time.